Hey again everybody, I'm still super excited about Trailblazer and I think you are too. That's probably why you clicked on this video. Today I'm talking about the wilderness and all the good things that are in it. Actually, pretty much just like all the content that would potentially be useful in the wilderness, unless Jagex decides to put some extra tasks in there. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they do that for every area. But I'm just going off of what we know about now. So what we know now is we're able to, I don't know, look at the mini-map of the wilderness and just check out what content exists there. What can we use in the wilderness that'll help us in Trailblazer to get ahead? A video like this might help you decide if you want to go to the wilderness early, if you want to go there at all, if you want to save it till the end. I don't know. Who knows what the wilderness will be like? Maybe there's going to be a whole bunch of ironmen out there ready to grief you or troll you or something. Not for any gain for themselves, but to just to hurt other people. The thing about the wilderness, though, is that there's so little incentive to kill other people in the wilderness in Trailblazer because everyone's an Iron Man, obviously. And not only do they not gain from killing other people, but they also hurt themselves. You don't gain any items, you're just wasting time, which is the most valuable resource in Trailblazer. So my initial thoughts on the wilderness are, it's probably got at least a couple of useful spots, and perhaps there won't be that many PKers. Well, hopefully. Boys, first off, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to my Discord. One man in particular named UtilityBread. UtilityBread helped me do a whole bunch of math during the last league where he I got frogs on the screen. Where he calculated the optimal drop rates for pets. Which pet could you go for and try to get the fastest if you were like all out of other tasks and you wanted to get that 500-point task to get a skilling pet. He figured out what the fastest one was. He whipped up a wilderness document that talked about potentially interesting things. So, first off, when we're thinking about the wilderness, you just remember that there's like stuff like there's the Mage Arena in there. Obviously, that's going to be a pretty useful thing. Just remember the wilderness has a Rune shop. So, I don't know. It's just always really good to know where you can potentially get resources from. Remember, there's this bandit camp, and there's like a pizza base spawn where you can get cheese and tomatoes, and you can just like get free food there. Also, just keep yourself alive and cook food, so that's cooking experience and combat experience. In previous videos, I talked about training construction. Well, there's 5 more plank spawns in the wilderness. It's near the Pharaoh, and how do you pronounce Pharaoh? Ferox? I think it's Pharaoh. The Pharaoh Enclave for construction. So you can bank those. Like, you can go right next to... Is that the best plank spawn, honestly? The first thing that I think of when I think about the wilderness is one of the first things that I do whenever I start an Ironman is head to the wilderness and go to the boneyard and just bury a bunch of big bones. Now, the boneyard is like a really huge incentive in the regular game because of how slow prayer usually is. It doesn't provide that crazy of an advantage when you consider that in Trailblazer we're getting ×5 experience the whole time. So you might be getting significant prayer experience just from fighting hill giants or something before we ever even get to the wilderness. We'll see if boneyard is relevant or not. In my opinion, if someone wants to kill me in the wilderness, it won't matter if I have overheads or not. I'll just die. 672 buried big bones. Did they say anything about locking the chaos altar? Because that would be only several inventories and you'd be 43 prayer instantly. Huge thing in the wilderness, a thing that low-level accounts already utilize is the lava dragons. Just head out there, kill some lava dragons. You might get your rune axe right away, and they're, yeah, a good source for a rune axe. That's awesome. And I don't have the information on this one, but if the chaos altar is available in Trailblazer, if you go and take 20 dragon bones to the chaos altar, you go from level 1 to 43 prayer just like that, instantly. One inventory, less than one inventory. One piece of content that's in the wilderness that I hadn't really even thought of before or even considered in the slightest was the Fountain of Rune is out there, so I don't know. I guess let's look at the spellbook. Pretty much all I can think of is alchemy, but even alchemy, you start in Misthalin, so I'm assuming you're going to be able to do the easy diary tasks for Lumbridge and Draenor, and you're going to have a ring that does portable low alchemy spells for free already. So I don't know if the Fountain Rune is going to be worth anything. Oh, yeah, that is a great thing to consider, actually. Nature runes are really scarce, cosmic runes are really scarce, so if you want to enchant things, I guess you could take them out to the Fountain of Rune if you want to risk it. Could be worth it. Could be worth it. What risk? If someone kills you and you just lose it, and then it would cost you time. Oh, okay. So it's not really a risk, but you do spawn wherever you spawn, and then you have to run back to it. Isn't the Fountain of Rune in deep, deep wilderness? Isn't it, like, up here? Oh, there it is. That would take forever to get back to. Something that you probably thought of already is the resource area. I wonder what the resource area is going to be like in Trailblazer. I think it's going to be kind of interesting. Maybe people will be, like, decently peaceful, just, like, getting decent experience rates and just hanging out there. I don't know. With the resource area, you've got the furnace and the anvil in there, so could be really good. One great thing that the wilderness provides that other places don't provide is obviously the wilderness bag, so you might be able to find a way to use that efficiently compared to other places like PVM. I can't think of one in particular, but you might be able to do something good with it. There's a few different places that you're going to be considering to get your first rune scimitar from a drop. I think maybe most people would consider Waterfall probably, because I think that's where a lot of normal Ironmen in the regular game get their rune scimitars, but that option is also available in the wilderness. There's fire giants. The wilderness, there's one really good thing. It's got an entrance into the God Wars dungeon, and I go there to farm ecumenical keys in the main game. So if we are able to do that in Trailblazer, these things are gonna alch for 60k each. That's pretty good. Someone get a knife for me out here. How do you feel about the new league? I'm hype. Come on. Get absolutely wrecked. Sit. So here we are in the wilderness. We're still talking about it. Thank you, chat, for suggesting I be in the wilderness for the wilderness video. Smart guys, huh? All right, boys. The most important wilderness resource, we got bat bones out here. Big piece of content that is in the wilderness would be the Revenant Caves. Now, chat has been kind of buzzing about this whole aspect of Clanman mode. Clanman mode might pretty easily ruin aspects of the wilderness really quickly. If people are working together, they could easily protect the Revenant Cave, keep anyone else from going in, keep the people that are in there for as long as they want and just get free kills and get the valuable resources in there. I'm guessing that there will be some people utilizing that system. I'm not planning on putting Revenants, necessary kills of Revenants into my theory crafting, into my plan. Just letting you know. Here's the deep wilderness dungeon. I've literally never gone down here. Hey, hill giants! Now this is actually pretty cool. Maybe we can come out here, get some bones from this place. We got chaos dwarves. Chaos dwarves are always fun. Shadow spiders, I don't think those give you anything. And here are the fire giants. And those are the monks of Zamorak. Oh, you just go around the circle there? Okay. A wine of Zamorak spawn right down here in the deep wilderness dungeon. Decently important. Range potions are super good. It's pretty far into the game when you're gonna need wines of Zamorak to make yourself some ranging potions, but that's one option for you. Guys, should I PK this guy? Let's go, boys. I can't stand this guy being here on my turf. Alright, I'm killing him with kindness, actually. Just said hi. You are cool. Just another resource in the wilderness. We've got the green dragons, of course. Most important thing you get, bones. On the way here, we passed by the crazy archaeologist. He might be worth killing, as I saw in a recent Hanani video, for the rune crossbow drop. Super Poison ++ is available in the wilderness from Scorpia and the Chaos Elemental. So, decent sized chore to get, but you've got the option to add some Super Poison to your dagger or some other weapon that uses it. Potentially speed up a few Slayer kills if you're in that stage of the game. You can also kill the Deranged Archaeologist and fletch a rune crossbow. That's awesome. There's other bosses. Vetion Venenatus, is that the spider? And Callisto. I probably won't be doing them, but maybe. and then, of course, in the wilderness, Slayer. That's it for the wilderness. I just sat in the wilderness this whole time in front of my Twitch chat, and I only died once. That's it for the wilderness section of Twisted League theory crafting. We just kind of looked at the resources. We didn't put together a big plan or anything, but that's my goal with these videos. And I'm gonna have different sections of the world coming pretty soon, but if you're thinking about unlocking the wilderness, it'll be for at least one of these reasons. So that's the wilderness. Thanks so much for watching for now, and I'll catch you in the next one.